This is the pro bodybuilder diet right here.
Yeah.
2 scoops of protein and then energy drink.
Dude, I can't wait to have the new Rise energy drink.
Oh, you think you still have those? I drank those.
That's
Go ahead.
funny.
Go ahead.
That's funny. If you're missing your computer, that's what I take in compensation for the 3 energy drinks. That's $6. So I figured,
yeah, I'll just give you my
$3,000 computer.
Gotcha.
$6.
Gotcha. Yeah, if your Mustang's just randomly gone, and I have $25,000 in my bank account.
That's
My
interesting.
bad.
Well, your car I think is worth more. So when yours is gone and I have more money,
I was actually looking because I was talking to
the
my
price
mom.
of yours gone up.
It's the same.
Same.
Mm-hmm. And I haven't put that many. So like if I theoretically wanted to sell it,
You get traded in, dude.
yeah, I've actually been thinking about it.
I thought you were supposed to give away your car though.
I know that's what's holding me back, but I kind of just want to give someone a lot of money now
Yeah.
because
Or you could buy them a car.
Yeah, exactly. Because the thing is now I'm like I don't know when this is gonna happen, and I really don't want to give some guy a Challenger with potentially 70,000 miles on it.
Yeah,
You know, that would suck.
that's fair.
So,
I think it was pretty bold of you to say that on social media, but I think it was a good lesson.
oh, it was really bold of me to say.
I think it's also really good, but I think it's really bold. I think it's really important for you to say that too, though, because I think it's also important to have that vision. I think a lot of people then get in the mindset of like, it's just not possible, but it's like you still are going to do it. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah. And also this is when I was getting sold on a lot of,
Yeah.
you'll be making
X amount of money.
So I was like, oh, by this time I'll have more than enough.
Which is, like, making that much money, though, is definitely possible. But you need systems and you need a lot more. And we were sold on the fact of they're going to help us with implementing those systems. And they talked about it, but they never, like, came through with the structure to do it. Mm-hmm. So it's like, how are you asking me what you think my next step should be? Like, you should be like, hey, these are your numbers. This is what you need to do next, not...
Mm-hmm.
It's very interesting. We learned a lot last year. But I think you should give your car away. What if you traded in? What would you trade it in for? Civic.
No, if I were to trade it in, it would be a down payment on a truck.
You'd get a truck?
100%. Yeah.
Interesting. Why?
Dude, I don't know, dude. The last like 4 to 6 months, as I've been growing closer and closer to God, dude, I just have not been caring about like materialistic things whatsoever.
Well,
like I don't.
If you trade it in, you should just get a cheaper truck.
Well, no, it wouldn't be like a Raptor.
Yeah.
It would be like an F-150, like a 2017 or something.
Mm.
You know, I think those are probably close to like 40 grand or something right now, which is like I could.
No Chevy. I'm a Chevy guy. I think I'd rather go with a Chevy.
Really?
Some Fords are nice, so I like newer Fords.
Dude,
I guess I have a Ford, so I can't really... Yeah. For truck-wise, I think I like Chevys more, but Fords are sweet. Or the Tacomas.
Tacomas are really...
You can add a lot to it. And it's not like massive. Like I like the fact that it's like a sport truck. It's like
it's really sporty.
Small enough, but it can still tow a lot of things. Interesting. I love my car. I was thinking about it today. I'm like, this is like the best.
Well, no, I really love my car too, but I just don't really care to get, like, because you know how I was talking, I was like, I really want to get a Scat Pack now. I want to go fat. I want to get this. And it's like, maybe that'll change in the future. Yeah. But now I'm like, I don't really care, bro. Like, I don't really care anymore.
Well, that's also the reason why I love my car. Because it's like, I've got it. People are like, do you want like the next thing? It's like, I do, but I do. Like, I actually am so happy with I love it. Like, it's quick enough. I love driving it. I love sitting in it. It's leather. It's super nice. It just feels good. And it's like perfect. Like, I'm going to keep it for a very long time. I think the next car I would get or something would be more of like, I guess, luxury, like sedan or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I like.
But that's like so far down the road.
I just want something, I don't know, dude, because when I go visit my dad, he drives this sick F-250 diesel, so much room, and it's just like so nice. And I'm like, this is like, this
trucks
is me.
are fun driving.
Yeah. Dude,
I like them.
Because my dad it's lifted a little bit too. Dude, you just feel like you're in a tank.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's diesel, so it's powerful. Like, it's crazy.
Interesting.
Dude, diesel's expensive, man. It takes, I think, what did he say? It was like $140 or $150 to fill up his whole tank. However, guess how many miles he drives with it though? Total miles.
Probably around like 400.
Oh, way more.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's around 700.
What's his MPG? There's no way.
No, the tank's huge, bro.
How many gallons is it? It's probably like 25.
Yeah, I don't really know, but because his
I guess it is.
You
like
want to hear
30.
something crazy? When he dropped me off in Houston, we got here in one tank with his F-150.
Wow,
one tank. Yeah,
that's crazy.
We filled up right before we left, and we had because I remember because when we got here, we got Wingstop, and he had because he wanted me to drive, and I was like, I wonder how many miles we have left. And I had like 80 or something left. And I was like, that's crazy. We got from this state to this state in one tank.
That's crazy.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, any SUV or anything, they have larger tanks, so they fill up more, but crazy. Do the intro.
But welcome back, everyone, to Qualify. We're running it, bro. We're free balling it. I'm going to leave all that in.
No, I think it's a good intro.
Dude, yeah, we're here. We're going to make this one quick. We got a lot of stuff to do. Ian has some plans. But me and Ian love you guys. We're at 500 subs, where we should be when this thing comes out.
On YouTube?
Mm-hmm, on YouTube, yeah, dude.
Dude, I haven't checked.
Growing, bro. Growing.
That's actually kind of crazy, dude.
Yeah, dude. 500 people committing to us talking about our dropout story. But yeah, man, we're here. We're free balling it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I thought I was going to have to run this Potter solo dolo, but we're going to make this one quick.
I think we have a good topic today.
Yeah, we just want to talk about one thing, and it's stupid questions are actually a thing, and you're asking stupid questions, and it's super important because we've been sold on this idea that there's no such thing as asking a stupid question. It's actually completely incorrect. You can ask very, very stupid questions.
Yeah, because the questions we ask, and a lot of people do ask, it's just you could ask a better question to still target that same question. Mm-hmm. That's the thing.
Yeah. It's really, that's the thing. It's not and this is what we're going to break down, but it's not the question itself. It's how you phrase the question.
And how you present it.
Exactly.
Because they're just very generic, and it's like, how you know the answer to it. Mm-hmm. Everyone knows the answer. You're just asking because you want to feel better about yourself or something. Mm-hmm. But there are stupid questions. That's basically what it is. And so I think it would be good for us to give examples and then kind of break down how you can understand what a stupid question is. So the one that I think is a very, very stupid question is, how do I overcome motivation? Or how do I word that? It's more just like, how do I build up motivation? Or how do I
get motivated to do X?
Yeah, how do I get motivated? How do I stay motivated? And it's like...
Sorry, guys, I'm cracking open my beer.
Nice. Yeah, but to me, that question is just so dumb. It's so dumb. What, in the perfect world, what answer are you actually looking for? Because I still don't even know how to answer that question.
No, that's exactly right.
Other than only answer I have for that is... You just do it and you stay consistent. Yeah. That's it. Mm-hmm. But I think another great answer is to that, is that a lot of people, the question you should ask isn't how do I stay motivated, is how do I achieve X thing with the skill set I have or the level that I'm at currently. You're a beginner, maybe let's just rephrase, go into the gym. You aren't working out at all and you're lazy and it's hard for you to get in the gym. The better question is not say, how do I stay motivated in the gym? That's not the question you should be asking. You should be asking, how do I begin in the gym to make it a sustainable habit?
Bam.
That isn't overwhelming. That's why a lot of people don't stay motivated, because it's very, very overwhelming. They cannot handle, their comfort zone is the size of a freaking acorn. Yeah. And it's they can't handle anything past that. Whenever you see all these influencers training 5-6 days a week, you think you have to do that. You don't.
Yeah, you don't.
It's literally that's
I was
not
just
it.
having this conversation with my client the other day. Because he was talking about sorry I cut you off, but he was just talking about his basically like comparison and comfort zone. I'm like, dude, just unfollow all of those people. Like, I don't care if you like their content or whatever, but if you're putting yourself in a position where you're comparing yourself to them, just unfollow them. It doesn't matter.
And people realize they don't need to like train that much. Like a lot of majority of my clients don't go above 4 days a week.
Oh, same.
That's
There's
with
handful.
cardio too.
Yeah, there's a handful that train 6, but that's because they're
I train bodybuilders too, and that's also a different level. They're competing in a show, and it's very, very, but like important. But if you're not at a pro level or like competing in a show or doing something for like a sport, you don't need to train.
Dude, I train
5 days a week. Like if you want to play
4
soccer,
days a week sometime.
Think of it as like you want to play soccer. Are you going to go out there and train like a pro 5 to 6 days a week? Because that's not your goal. Your goal is just to play soccer. So you're probably going to play pickup games once, maybe 3 times a week and just practice a little bit. But that's good because it's going to get you to where you need to go. So I think that's a better way to like ask that question rather than saying, how do I stay motivated in the gym, or how do I stay motivated? Because you just do it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you just haven't found a sustainable way to do it. And the reason why you haven't found a sustainable way is because everything you've tried is very overwhelming and it doesn't fit you personally. So better questions is to ask more about how do you achieve something or stay consistent with something based off of who you are as a person and not just motivation.
Yeah.
But you give another example.
Yeah. And also just to go off of that, that's just a fitness example. This applies to this can apply to if y'all are still in school, if y'all are trying to start a business, shoot, dude, even if you're trying to get back into church, because I get asked, how do I get motivated to go to church? I get asked that question a lot.
Start small.
Anything
you do more than now is more than what you've ever done. So if you just look at the Bible 1 day a week for 5 minutes, that's more than what you're doing.
That's exactly. And I get asked that too. How do I set aside the time and get motivated to read the Bible? It's like, don't read the Bible. Read one scripture.
Yeah.
Look in James and read James chapter 2 verses 5 through 8 and just read that and meditate on it. That's it. You don't have to read all these pages.
Yeah. And it's the
hard,
time it took
though,
for you to like formulate that question and then ask it, you could have already done a little bit more than what you should have done.
Yeah.
So that's a stupid question. How do I stay motivated?
And also what I wish I would have gotten told is, because I asked a lot of stupid questions in school, bro. I'll be honest.
I think we all did. I did too.
Yeah.
Like I remember asking, how do I make money online? That's a stupid question.
The thing is a great question you need to ask yourself, and you already said it, is what answer are you expecting to get when you ask it? Because if you ask yourself that question before you ask the question, you're probably going to rephrase it. So we can go off that money example. For example, if you're like, what answer am I expecting to get to ask this question? And you're saying, how do I make money? There's so many, like, you don't have one specific.
There is not.
The thing is it's probably something along the lines of, how do I make X amount of dollars in this field? The thing is, bro, that's something you can work with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, just saying, how do I make money? Bro, I don't think people understand how many ways you can make money in today's world.
No, it's crazy.
It's insane, bro.
Find a product and sell it, and people buy everything. Consumers are crazy, and there's never been an opportunity like this to market like this ever for free. Yeah, that's the thing.
Insane.
So no, that's definitely like, how do I make money? It's like such a great question, because I guarantee you, when you're asking that question, if you're asking these types of questions, you already know the answer. You've asked other people it. You know exactly what the answer is, and that is find a skill, make a product, sell it. Whatever it is, sell a service or sell a product. You already know that. That's how you make money. Like you have to sell something. You have to give something for money. Everybody knows that. Now you shouldn't be asking how to make money. You should be asking more specific of like, what do you think is the best step or first step you need to take to just start learning or start taking that first step to build a business, right? First thing, if you want to do drop shipping, you are going to research products that are right now trending. That's it. Research. That's the first step you have to do. Once you find one, now what do you think the next step is? In order to sell the product, you have to come up with a way to put it on a website and for somebody to put in their credit card information. That's it. So then you go through that next step. You watch YouTube videos. How do I make a website? How do I make it appealing? And it's just going to take time. And I think a lot of people, I don't even know.
I can cover this.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this is how you know if you're about to ask a stupid question, all right? And this is something I wish I would have gotten told. If you are asking a question in expectations to get another answer that you already know the answer to, that is when you're in the wrong. Because most of the times people ask questions they know the answer to, they're just expecting to get another answer that they may not know yet. But there is no other answer. Sometimes it is pretty black and white, bro.
It is. Dude, I tell people, they'll ask me, like, how many calories should I eat and to bulk? And I look at their weight, I'm like, this much. Like, that's not true. I'm eating 3,000 and it's not happening. And it's like, then why'd you ask?
Then why'd you ask?
If you knew what your calorie intake is and you're not gaining weight, how do you gain more weight? You eat more fucking food. So what do? You increase your calories to 3,200. Mm-hmm. So it is confusing. I think people just want to ask the questions to kind of go off of what you said and to expect another answer, but they know it's not. I don't know.
And then also, I want to touch on something too. It is a stupid question if you are asking it in a way in hopes that the person you're asking it to is going to either A, feel sorry for you, or B, them knowing that you know now that you are doing something. I don't know if I phrased that correctly, so let me back that up.
I'm a little confused on that second part.
So the second part, I'm saying, let's say you ask me, hey man, how do I make dropshipping successful? But the thing is, then in the back of your mind, you already know how to do that, but you're asking me it because you want me to know that you're trying to do something great with your life. Because that's something I used to do. I used to do that all the time. I used to ask people that I looked up to, or teachers, for example, the stupidest questions, bro, just for them to be like, oh, this guy's working hard. I would do it with coaches too.
I've never thought that's a good
dude. It's
true though.
I would be like, dude, like I'm putting up like 2,000 shots like after because I want him to hear me. Yeah. Like I'm actually putting in the work. And I'm like, dude, but like it feels like my field goal percentage isn't going up. So can you like help me on this? I already know how to do that. Yeah. You know, but I'm phrasing it in a way where I'm like, I just want him to hear me. Mm-hmm. And I want him to know that I'm actually putting in the work. If you're phrasing a question like that, you're in the wrong.
That's true. Wow, that's a good example because that does happen a lot.
Happens a lot, and
it's like validation that like
bam.
It's right like there. A validation of
right there.
Wow, this person is putting a lot of work.
That's the word I was missing.
I don't know how they're not seeing results. Like I think that's what they want to hear. Mm-hmm. So that's you. Yeah, stupid question because you just want validation that like you're trying to show off that you're better than a lot of other people, but obviously you still aren't seeing the results. So you're still stuck in the same boat as everybody. Mm-hmm.
Now, sometimes it may not be that. Maybe you're not trying to get validation. Maybe you actually genuinely have I mean, I can give you the same example. Hey, coach, I'm putting up 2,000 shots. Can you just come spot me after whatever? I need my field goal percentage to go up, right?
Can you come watch what I'm doing to critique me so I can make this better?
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
It's like, it's again, how we said, you present the question. Mm-hmm. You can't say very blunt, hey, I'm doing 2,000 shots a day. Why is my field goal percentage not going up? I don't know anything about basketball, but I guarantee you it doesn't matter how many shots you do. If you're not working on every shot to make some type of adjustment or try something new or a different angle or whatever it is, like you're not keeping the same technique or not watching somebody else to get a better technique than what you're doing, you're not going to grow. Yep. You could do the same. If you do the same exact thing that is not changing anything, you're going to get the exact same result. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it is the way you phrase it. Like you have to be specific. You have to be, this is what you're doing. I need help. Can you see why is this happening? And like have like a full explanation. The question shouldn't be 5 words. The question should be a whole paragraph of what is going on. So
literally.
So you actually know what's happening. Because I think that's one thing we learned last year whenever, especially running a business. It's like we had mentors and it's like, yeah, why am I not making any more money? Or I just hired my VA. Why is she not pulling in leads? And it's like, that's a stupid question.
Mm-hmm.
Like we always were taught, why is my VA not pulling in leads? She is doing 20 to 30 DM outreaches. These are the 3 different types of scripts we are using. And these are the responses we are getting. And she's tracked everybody we've DM'd. And these are their profiles. What is going on? Like you have to have a full context of everything of every single part to actually ask a great question to get the answer that you obviously don't know, because you have now explained everything you are doing. And you do not genuinely know the answer after that, because you're like, I'm doing everything I think I know. Like when I ask a question like that, I genuinely don't know what the answer is going to be, because I'm like, I've given you all this information and I have no idea what I should change, because there is so much going on. And what is going on? Like, tell me one thing to change in this puzzle, and will that give me the next result? Because I don't even know where to begin to change because of all this context. So
you need to give context in a way also where you can give it to a 5-year-old and a 5-year-old's going to understand it. That is how you should be giving the context. You cannot give context in a way where people expect to know what you are talking about. Terrible way to view it. Because if you're going to get let down very quickly if you have high expectations of people to know what you're talking about. Yeah. That's why me and Ian always say, don't expect anything from anyone. We say that a lot, or I say that a lot.
No, trust me.
And I've been saying that more and more. I'm like, because they're like, oh, why do this, and then this guy doesn't do it. I'm like, well, okay. What? Okay.
I'm going to be honest. I think
don't expect it.
Since I moved out to Houston and everything, I think I've always been on that. I've never had the mindset where I expected anything from anybody, actually. I think if anything, I've always had the mindset of like, not that I don't trust anybody. It's like, if they don't come through and it affects me, that's my fault. Because it's like, why would I ever rely on somebody else for money or some type of valuable thing? Because that's just like you letting your guard down and then giving yourself an opportunity to make an excuse.
Selfish too.
To me, like, it makes no sense, because it's like, you're basically saying, if all these other people weren't in the world and pulling you down, you would be super, super successful right now, or you would make all this money, or you'd have everything perfect. It's like, why wouldn't you just get rid of that option at all and do it yourself and everything yourself? I'm not saying you should always be like solo, right? You should always network. I think it's super important, but don't try to blame that the fact that somebody else let you down is the reason why you're a failure today. Like that's just like not taking any ownership at all.
Selfish, bro.
And it's like, it's actually your fault to even just like allow something like that to actually affect you that much. If it genuinely impacted your life that much because one other person said they couldn't do something, that system, whatever you're growing or building, is already it's already failing.
Oh yeah.
Because you're relying not on yourself. So I feel like ever since I moved out to Houston, I've never had that where I'm like, oh, this person didn't come through. It's like, I do not trust anybody until the money hits the bank account. When it's in my bank account, then I trust everybody. Then I trust you. But to be honest, I don't really trust. Like, it's like, if it's not in my business and it's not hit my bank account, or this isn't happening or hasn't gone through, I don't know. I keep on chucking away and doing my thing. I keep on growing the business. So that's interesting.
Yeah, man. I'm good, bro.
Oh, that's it? Yeah?
You want to go longer?
No, I just think...
I'm good, bro. I wanted to keep it short and sweet, bro, because I just wanted... Stupid
questions.
When someone asks me a stupid question, I'm just going to say, listen to this podcast, then come back and ask it to me another way.
That's good, yeah. Yeah, no, I think that's a great way. Because it's like, there are stupid questions. If you know the answer, and you know the answer, you just don't want to say you know the answer. Stupid question.
Follow your heart, bro. Follow your heart when it comes to asking questions.
Yeah. So that is our take, and something we've learned in the past year and a half-ish, is how to ask more defined and better questions to actually see results and get answers that I've never known before.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's it. Love you guys.
All right. Episode out. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. like, subscribe if you guys want, and share this with somebody who asks stupid questions.
Yeah, dude.
That would be kind of funny. Peace.